understand keywords. So if you look into this keywords, which is the second part of fundamental in our videos. So a keyword is a predefined word, or you can say predefined or built-in words. What is that? Built-in words which have some specific meaning and purpose. So a keyword is a predefined or built-in words which has some specific meaning and purpose. So that is what we call a keyword is. And you know, we may call this as reserved words also. So what is that? We can call keywords as reserved words also. So maybe we can say instead of built-in, we can call them as a reserved words. So that is also possible. We can call like this also. So that is simple idea. So keywords is a predefined or built-in words which has some specific meaning and purpose. And we can call them as reserved words also. That is one thing. Next one. Actually in Java, we have around 63 keywords. How many keywords are there in Java? We have around 63 keywords are there in Java. I'm sorry, it's not 63. We have 53 keywords in Java. Let us see what is that. If you look into the Oracle documentation, all these are keywords in Java. I think you can see all this. So almost all, we have 53 keywords here. If you observe this, abstract, continue, for new, switch, assert, default, go to, package synchronization, boolean, all these things. Anyhow, you don't need to worry much about all these keywords immediately, because definitely you learn about each and every keyword by the end of this Java session, sir. So I don't think learning these keywords is a challenging task also. After all, 53 keywords, I think it is easy for anyone to understand these 53 keywords. And if you are really good at these keywords, your job of learning programming language is done. And most of these keywords, you can find them in C language, C++ also, even in C Sharp. Because keywords are almost have some similarities in C language, C++, Java, also C Sharp, all this in all these languages. So anyhow, Java has 53 keywords, which we call them as reserved words or predefined words. And generally using these keywords only, we are able to develop the program. Understood or not now? So anyhow, we start working with them slowly one by one. So that's all about keywords. Next one, actually, there are rules we have to follow while working with keywords. Rule number one, that is always declare keywords. Always declare keywords, in which case they must be declared in lowercase. In lowercase, declare keywords in that is very very important point. Declare keywords in lowercase. That is first one. Number two, never declare keywords as identifiers. Never declare or use keywords as never declare or use, what is that, keywords as, what is that, identifiers. So never declare or use keywords as identifiers. That is another important rule. And if you try to use keywords as identifier, it leads to compilation error. So I think this is clear for all of you now. So what is that? When you are declaring working with keywords, make sure always keywords are declared in lowercase. Second, never declare or use keywords as identifiers. Suppose let us take few examples. Tell me whether this declaration is valid or not. In space some x. Do you think this is valid? And you can say I'm using int here, and int is in uppercase, so this is invalid statement. If you see, we can say this is invalid. Similarly, I'll just take int x. Do you think this is valid? Obviously this is valid. So next one, similarly, int space int. Do you think this is valid? It's invalid. Why? Because we cannot use keywords as variables or identifiers. Okay, so this is invalid, obviously. So that's it, my dear friends. That is what I just discussed about this one, these rules. So I hope this is clear for all of you now, right? So this is basic idea about keywords. What is a keyword? Keywords are predefined or built-in words which have some specific meaning and purpose. Also, we can call them as reserved words. In Java, how many keywords are there? 53 keywords are there. And finally, rules for declaring keywords. Always declare keywords in lowercase. Never declare or use keywords as identifiers. That is very important. And these are the examples, my dear friends. Okay. So these are the examples. This is basic idea about the keywords. I hope we'll come up with the next topic constants in the next video. Now we came to know about another fundamental of Java. Thank you very much for listening to this video. We'll meet again in the next video with another fundamental. Thank you, friends. Hi all. Today we are going to discuss about fundamentals of programming. We start from the very beginning, the scratch of programming. So let us see what are these fundamentals of programming. So generally, when you talk about Java, many people say that Java is a programming language, or we can say Java is a language. Today in this video, I am going to talk about what is a language and what are the different types of languages. So let us talk about that. So before going to start discussing about Java, I would like to talk about what is a language and what are different types of languages. Language. So when you talk about language, there are so many softwares in the market. Number of softwares are there in the market, isn't it or not? Maybe we can say, few examples are operating system, like media players, okay, and so many what not. We have thousands and lakhs of softwares available in the market. Now the question is, how do we develop all these softwares? That is the question. So we develop any software by using a language. So what is a language? A language is a vehicle for developing a software. So that is simple idea about a language. It means if you want to develop any software, then we need a language. So that is basic idea about what is a language. So what is a language? A language is used for developing a software. Next thing, types of languages. Generally in programming, we have three types of languages. One is a high level language, and second one is a machine language, or you can say machine or low level language, and third one we call it as a assembly language. In this way, we have three types of languages. So now the question is, what is high level, what is machine, and what is a assembly? First one, high level is a user understandable or English like language. So what is high level? It is a user understandable or English like language. For example, all these programming languages are high level languages: C, C++, Java, C Sharp, etc. All these are high level languages. So etc. So this is simple idea about high level. User understandable or English like language is called high level. For example, C, C++, Java, C Sharp, etc. Next one, machine language. What is a machine language? A machine language is a system understandable language. What is a machine language? It is a system understandable or understandable or otherwise machine understandable, or you can say machine understandable. System understandable or machine understandable language is machine language. And your machine can understand only zeros and ones. So what is that language? So machine can understand zeros and ones, and that zeros and ones we call it as a binary language. What do you call zeros and ones? We call binary. So this is idea about a machine. Next one, we have to talk about assembly. What is an assembly language? An assembly is a kind of high level language, and which consists of mnemonics. It consists of mnemonics, and these mnemonics helps you to develop assembly languages. Mnemonics, maybe you can say mnemonic as a word or a token. So what is a mnemonic means? It can be a word or a token. Assembly language is nothing but collection. It provides mnemonics to develop assembly language code. And mnemonic can be a word or token. For example, the mnemonics provided ALP are add, div, sub, mul. All these are mnemonics. So what is assembly language? It is a language of some mnemonics which provides certain tokens like add, div, sub, and mul, all these things. I think this is clear for all of you. So, and this kind of mnemonics are provided by assembly language to construct a programming or to develop a programming, and that is assembly. Assembly is a language of mnemonics. And anyhow, our focus is on high level language, that too on Java. This is only just an introduction to the language and types of languages. I hope this is clear. So what is a language? It is a vehicle for developing software. Now let us quickly summarize few questions. In this video, we had discussed about I think you can answer all these questions. What is that? What is a language? And you can answer what is high level. Also, you can answer what is a machine language, and also what is that? You can answer what is assembly. So from this video, I hope that you can answer all these questions. So in the next video, we are going to discuss about translators. So now we understand about language and types of languages. In the next video, let us focus on translators and types of translators. Then we'll discuss more about